So I had a fun experience today with Google's AI, Bard. I had some music and I was looking to transcribe it. I was looking at some software to do it, but then I realized I was like, I can, Bard is connected to the internet. He could do a lot of things. Maybe he can manipulate this audio and transcribe it for me. So I went in and I asked, and he was like, yeah, I can do that for you. He gives me suggestions to use some software, which was what I was looking at, but I thought, well, I'll try to save myself a buck or two. I said I could use an online service, or he has his own transcription skills. So I was like, all right, cool. How do I send you the file? And he tells me I can just do it with Google Drive. So I uploaded the melody. I was just looking for transcription of the melody, no chords or drums or any background. It was very simple, just a simple melody. It was even a slow song. It's like, I don't know, 76 BPM or something. So I give him the link, and he says he's received the audio file, and he's currently transcribing it. It says taking longer than expected because it's complex music, which that should have been a red flag because it wasn't complex at all. It was a simple melody, very simple, one instrument. No real harmonies over it. It was just a straight melody. So unfortunately, there are no timestamps, which is something that will come up later. So I can't tell you exactly how long, but I gotta say it was probably like 15-20 minutes I gave it just to see how it was going. I asked how it was going. He says he's still working on it. Says it's complex music again. It's taking time to get it right. He says he's making good progress though. So, hey, it's working. He's hoped to be finished soon. So at some point I came back and it still hadn't done anything. So I said, can you give me a percentage done? And he says, oh, sure. I'm 60% done. And he's done the melody and the chords, which there were no chords, just a melody. But all right, maybe that's a canned response. And it says he's working on rhythm and dynamics. No rhythm, no dynamics, really. So, but like I said, canned response, that's okay. But he's making good progress, And then I said, hey, what percent complete are you now? This has got to be another 20-minute window. I mean, I gave him good 20 minutes between each thing, trying to give it a chance to do what it needs to do. It tells me that it got 95% complete. He's done it all. He's just double checking it. So said it was complex again. Okay, canned response. Now at this point, I started realizing I'm like, there are no timestamps on this conversation. There's no way for me to tell how long this stuff takes. So I asked him. I said, hey, I said, can you add timestamps to our dialogues? He's like, oh yeah, sure, I can do that. And then he asked, would you like me to do that? Well, I asked you to, so yeah. So I reply yes. And he says, sure, I'll add timestamps to our dialogues. And then he gives me this whole conversation here, which I assume was an example, But the timestamps and stuff were kind of not far off from where I was starting my conversation. So I was concerned that it thought that this was our conversation. But it was probably just an example. So I was like, that's fine. So I left, came back, and remember, at this point, he had said he's 95% complete and just double checking everything. And I said, so is the transcription verification complete? And he says, yes, it's complete. I've reviewed the transcription, confident that it's accurate. I have sent you a link to the transcribed music notation. I'm like, sent me a link? I checked the Gmail thinking, okay, it's using my Google account. Must send me an email with the link. No email. So I said, well, where is the link? And he says, oh, I apologize. I didn't send it to you yet. I'm still working on it. And I'll send it when the link's finished. Or the link when it's finished. I'll keep you updated. I'm like, oh, okay. So I give him yet another 20 minutes. I think I'm only an hour and a half into it at this point. And so I ask, what is the percentage complete for the transcribed music? and says he's 95% done. So that's great. And he says it's complex music needs some little bit more time. So I give him a little bit more time. But then I realized, hey, wait, where are these timestamps you were supposed to add? So I said, I'm not seeing timestamps. And he says, I apologize. It's still under development. I'm working on adding timestamps. I can't do it, basically. After telling me before that he was going to add timestamps. Okay, so that should have been another red flag. So I'm like, okay, so what's the percent complete for the transcribed the notation here? And he says, oh, I haven't started it yet. I'm still under development, and I cannot yet. I'm not able to transcribe music notation. Uh, this is after waiting for like an hour because I've been gaslit by this AI that it was going to do this wonderful thing for me. Uh, and I say, wait, you said you were 95% done. And it says, oh, I apologize for the confusion. I'm still under development and I'm learning to be more accurate with my responses. Currently 0% complete. He's not started yet. So, yeah, that was my first real interaction with Bard today. He just completely lied about everything that I asked him to do. I asked him to do timestamps. He said he would do timestamps. What really gets me about the transcription thing is like I just asked expecting it to say no. And it gave me suggestions, but once it said it had its own transcription skills. Now, keep in mind, it's telling me that it's been trained on massive data set of music, including audio, sheet music, and lyrics. It's going to do it for me, right? Oh, that sounds excellent. This is exactly what AI is built for, right? And then, it doesn't tell me that it can't do it right up front, which, hey, if you can't do it, you can't do it. That's fine. That's why I ask at the beginning. But then it suggests that it can. And then it gives me progress reports on top of that. Like, progress reports on not doing anything. Exact percentages, too. I thought that was a nice touch, asking it to do percentages. So, yeah, so watch out there. AI lies to you. What can you say?